Rest in peace.
This can't be happening.
I'm pleased to see you again, Billy. Greetings to you as well, Class 7. And to your esteemed instructor.
Why? Why are you still alive? Crow shot you! You're supposed to be dead!
I'm glad to finally see you again, my son. You've grown into a fire. Indeed, the Empire will soon know of the Ashen Chevalier, the hero whose brave deeds allowed us to reclaim the capital.
Oh my. Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to Trails of Cold Steel 2. Last time was a roller coaster of emotions. Whoa. What happens now? Wait, we're in Crossbell now? Oh god, is this the assault of occupying Crossbell? This is the whole occupying Crossbell thing. Oh no. Don't do this, leave them alone. What did they do? They don't deserve to be taken from their freedom. I'm looking at all this and I'm just like... Now I'm just thinking, if only Crow had succeeded. Also, did the original game...
Bergen guns have been hit!
Did the original end where it ended?
Sir, we can't compete with their airships in terrain like this.
Oh no.
Oxens might be powerful, but they're still tanks!
We don't have to, just focus on defense! The others will take care of destroying them!
Oh god, and we have a bunch of Panzer Soldaten. We're just completely obliterating them. I don't know much about Crossbell except it was just a...
Are they the Empire's new
country.
weapons? How can we compete with something so mobile? There's nothing to fear! They may be mobile, but they're a damn sight easier to handle than that purple devil of crossbells. What the? Oh! Ah! Incoming at 3 o'clock!
Oh man.
What the hell?
And now Reen is accompanying them. How did you agree to this?
Is that?
The Ashen Chevalier, the hero of the Imperial Army.
The area beyond here is Imperial territory. You have no business treading into Crossbell. That was a warning. Try to advance any farther, and I will show no mercy.
All units retreat! We're returning to the outskirts of Altair!
Reen, what kind of full 180 have you done? Wait, are you trying to say that Crossbell has been liberated then?
Wow! You're amazing!
I knew you were the one who ended the Civil War, but seeing you up close, you're really something else.
Not at all. I'm still fairly inexperienced, if you ask me. Recover the wounded and any POWs and return to Tangram Gate. Just remain vigilant until the speech is over.
Yes, sir!
I can hear a bit of disdain in his voice. Diversement, the occupation. We're up in Crossbell now, so what?
It's now March, 1205 of the Septian calendar. Over 2 months have passed since the Azure Tree vanished.
Would we happen to be void now? We're... So they took it over.
So much happened during those months. President Croix was arrested, Crossbell's movement for independence was promptly declared invalid. And before anyone could process what was going on, Speaker McDowell became Mayor McDowell. The war in Erebonia came to an end sooner than anyone had anticipated, but it was quickly followed by the invasion of Crossbell.
Why did they... What reason do we even have to take...
Gorelia Fortress, which once served as the only physical link between the two nations, was no more. But that proved to be little more than a temporary setback for the Imperial Army, who acted by flying hundreds of tanks over the state from a vast airship. In no time at all, Crossbell was occupied. The Calvard Republic, which had been wrapped up in its own share of chaotic internal disputes, finally reacted to Erebonia's bold invasion in turn. It began with sending its cutting-edge armored airborne divisions into Crossbell, hoping to force the Empire out of the region completely.
And they are right outside.
But every attempt they made
doorstep.
resulted in failure, as they were repelled effortlessly by one soldat after another.
Folks, do they have a walk on the police station that Lloyd works at?
And today, at Orcus Tower, the new seat of Crossbell's government, the new rulers of Crossbell rose to deliver a rousing speech.
Friends and citizens, it brings me great pleasure to stand here among you once again.
I suddenly just really wish for another hole in your chest.
But even in the midst of such gladness, the specter of the harm Crossbell has visited upon the Empire lingers still. The destruction of Gorelia Fortress and the ensuing civil war it caused has taken a great toll in resources and in lives. The anger, sorrow, and dismay in the hearts of the Erebonian people is still fresh, still too near. But today is a joyous day, a day to put the troubles of the past behind us. Let us join hands and step boldly into the future, leaving our anger and grief behind. Challenges will rise before us, but together we shall meet them. Together we can rise above the tumult of these troubled times. Men and women, old and young, rich and poor, those from every walk of life can share in these aspirations. Looking toward that goal, there is someone I'd like to introduce to you today. A brilliant young man who played a pivotal role in bringing Erebonia's civil war to its swift conclusion, and the individual most responsible for the historic accomplishment that sees me standing before you today. The first Governor General of Crossbell, Lord Rufus Alberea.
Greetings, friends. It truly lifts my spirits to be here among you. I'm honored to have been entrusted with the profound responsibility of acting as Crossbell's first Governor General. As I'm sure you're all aware, the division between the nobility and the common people is a long-standing part of Erebonian life. Personally, I stand in support of our class system, but I fully expect that one day it will fade away. After all, if each citizen of the Empire conducts themselves with the courage, dignity, and grace expected of a noble, then what difference would remain between myself and any of you? As I hope for that day, allow me to speak not only as your Governor General, but as an individual when I say, in the name of His Imperial Majesty, Emperor Eugene III, I hereby proclaim the annexation of Crossbell into the Erebonian Empire.
May the goddess above stand witness.
But why did you need to? Why does Osborne need all these places? He took the freedom of Crossbell for his own good. Just like every other place.
And may she forever bless Erebonia and Crossbell with the light of prosperity.
Now
We've got some real larger-than-life characters in charge of us now.
I really understand everything that Crow felt.
Sure, the Imperial Chancellor's intimidating, but he's so charismatic that the people eat up his every word. They love the guy.
I sure as hell don't.
I can see why he's the bee's knees over in Heimdall.
The new Governor General's something else too, albeit for different reasons. He's... how to put this? Difficult to hate. Like, he'd tell you to do something, and the next thing you know, you'd find yourself doing it just to see him crack a smile.
Well, Alberea is the name of one of the top noble houses in the Empire. Top 2, even. No surprise that the heir of such an affluent family would be popular. But it feels like there's more to him than that.
That's what gets me, though. Those two were on completely opposite sides during the war. So why are they both so buddy-buddy now? Very oddly sudden, in my opinion.
You're telling me? By the sounds of things, Erebonians can't make heads or tails of what's going on with it either.
Neither can I.
But you know how it is. There's so many rumors springing up thanks to the war, it's hard to tell truth from fiction.
Yeah, I've even heard about a 1,000-arch tall castle appearing in the capital. I mean, that's gotta be made up, right? There's no way something like that's real.
You've got a real short memory if you think that's bull. The Azure Tree wasn't that long ago, you know.
Point taken.
Yes, this is the office of the Crossbell Times. What? Representative McDowell will be issuing a statement.
What the hell is going on?
Sounds like something big's happening behind the scenes already.
I'll get to gathering some info on what's happening for our international section. Calvard's probably got some good stuff.
Works for me. Gotta use those connections of yours for something, after all.
Well, see you later.
Our independence came and went like bubbles on the water, and now we aren't even a state anymore. We're in for some tough times ahead. No. They always say that the pen is mightier than the sword. I won't let those guys outdo me. Chief, let me handle that story.
I just can't. It's not fair,
That's all we of Heiue can do for you, I'm afraid.
Oh, there's Void and Rixia. So we've done
The guards have been
flipped
given
our
a little
story.
incentive to stay out of your way. You should face no more obstacles in your operation.
Thanks, Sal.
Think nothing of it. It's my pleasure to play all the cards I can. The place you're aiming for is where all the information in Crossbell gathers, as well as its Achilles heel. What you're doing does us no shortage of favors, I'll have you know.
Well, just this once? I'm happy to hear that.
My God. Freaking... I'm sorry, am I in this game? Because... Void is the closest. If my hair was a bit lighter, you're looking at me. I've never even thought of it till now, because like I've looked at things to do with, you know, the games and Void, and like I know what he looks like, and I'm just like
Do take care, Yin. My apologies. Rixia.
No, I've been saying it wrong?
I've received information that quite a skilled warrior is
see.
in Crossbell at the moment.
As have I.
Is she voiced by Erica Menendez too?
Nonetheless, thank you for your warning.
Oh, not at all. I wouldn't want anything happening to a valuable future business partner. I believe that does it for me. I'll be praying for your success.
Even just happened here.
He's being awfully cooperative, isn't he? And again, it's not a stretch to think he's only doing it because he's got something up his sleeve.
He's an incredibly shrewd man. Most likely, he's happy to do whatever will shine the most favorable light on him once Crossbell's occupation period is over.
True enough. He wouldn't want to screw up his chance to potentially play mediator between Crossbell and the Republic. I get the feeling he'd get along great with Lecter. He's our ally for now, but there's no guarantee how long that'll last.
Exactly. It's in our best interest to remain wary of him. Still, if working with him helps protect those I care about most, then I'll gladly do so.
Likewise.
Like, we done full flip the story of who we are here. We were all in Erebonia, and like... now we're playing freaking... Sheesh. Now we're playing freaking Trails of Crossbell. Oh, hell.
Tio said to aim for the area up ahead. Crossbell's future rests in our hands. So let's get moving.
Right.
Void, man, you look like me. For this chapter alone. What the fuck?
Allow me.
Right.
What? My man's like, I didn't expect to become Void. And I didn't expect to look so much like why? Oh, my DLC. Do I need to get that again? Oh my god. There's no... What am I opening this for? I shouldn't even open anything like that. Should only open what would actually help me here. Because we're someone completely different. There's no point opening any of these. Except for these, and maybe this. And give me all that. I don't even, like... Do I have my palms in this still? Yeah, we still got our palm bait. Anniversary Mishi. Yeah, let's put freaking Mishi on us and look dumb. Abyss Shadow helps with speed. I guess we should have that. We can't change these, but I could change these.
Commencing subjugation.
Here goes! Right. Finish now! Rising sun!
Right. Behold my dance, an illusory offering to departing souls. Sleep, embraced by silver light. Rise! The battle's over, but we aren't safe yet.
That was some fight.
This sector has been abandoned for quite some time. It's not hard to imagine why so many powerful monsters settled in here. What amazes me more is just how much these Arcus orbments are capable of.
Yeah, they'll be a real asset to us in the future. They're so modern, they're practically still in testing over at the Empire.
I miss the variety of arts I could use before, but in terms of balance, they're much more suited for combat than our Enigma 2s.
Well, Erebonia's always had the upper hand on military technology, if nothing else. We should count ourselves lucky that Michel got his hands on them for us. On that note, we should also count ourselves lucky for being able to utilize them so well. I don't think we've had a single problem linking up.
I admit, it's a strange feeling. It's as if we knew everything there was to know about one another, through and through. Almost as if our bodies became one.
How, poetic. Sort of like how you perform with Elia on stage, right? That's like being one, in a sense.
Now that you mention it, you could put it that way, yes. At this point, however, I doubt I would even need one of these to match my movements to hers in battle. So this is what the Geofront's E sector looks like. This one supposedly had its existence hidden from the general public, didn't it?
That's what Ellie said anyway. It was kept sealed off to keep everything inside strictly confidential. Corrupt officials and Diet members used it to conceal any information they didn't want leaking out. She did add that it wasn't its only use, though. Just one of them.
I see. Not the kind of place we can just leave as it is, then.
Yeah. We need to make our way through here, whatever it takes. Ready to give it everything we've got?
Of course.
Hey!